first question is, tell me the story of your first day here, or as a vet, if you didn't work here first.
Okay, well, the first day was horrifically scary because you always have like supervision coming out of vet school. But the first day is always scary because I always had my instructors to ask and everything like that.
Yeah.
But fortunately, where I started out at, I had a lot of good mentors, and so if I had questions, they could ask me. And I mean, I really felt pretty confident coming out that I knew.
Who encouraged you to be where you are today, and who is still encouraging you to keep on doing what you're doing?
You know, from the time, from whenever somebody would ask me what I wanted to do, I would tell them that I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Okay. How or where do you get the medicine to treat your animals here?
You know, we use mainly like distributors where they have a bunch of different companies that sell them, and then we buy them from them.
Are dog or cat diseases differently formed than ours? Like, does it spread faster or slower?
You know, in some cases, I mean, it's amazing. And going back to like your question on the drugs, a lot of the same drugs that we use in animal medicine, they use in human medicine.
Can you tell me the story of the North American Veterinary Licensing exam? Like, were you really nervous?
You know, I was. I was like the first year that they did it on computers, and so that was nice. But you know, I went to Kansas State University, and I was nervous beyond, but I felt pretty prepared.
Surgery you have ever had to do while being a vet?
You know, I think the most difficult one that I had to do was probably, and I've had to do a couple ones that stick out, but probably the most difficult one that I had to do was a dog that had been hit by a car, and it had what we call a diaphragmatic hernia. So like the diaphragm separates your chest and your abdominal cavity. So it got hit by a car, and that got torn, that muscle, the diaphragm got torn, and so the intestines were all up in this dog's lung.
Where did you go to college at, and was it fun to learn there?
It was. I first went to the University of Nebraska at Lincoln, and I got a Bachelor of Science in Animal Science. Yeah, so I went 4 years there, and then I had 4 years of veterinary school at Kansas State University in Manhattan, Kansas. That was fun.
Or the hardest obstacle to get where you are?
You know, part of it is the amount of time you have to put into it. schedules, and there's days that, I mean, I go home pretty discouraged, just because
People do that.
I mean, that people would do that.